I'm here with Karen Aydelott. She is here at the 2011 Florida Ironman Arizona. She is racing this Sunday, November 20th. But before we talk about the race, let's hear a little bit about CAF, the Challenged Athletes Foundation, which you are part of.
I am. I've been very hugely supported by CAF. The Challenged Athletes Foundation was put together to support athletes and non-athletes, people who have physical disabilities and for whom a piece of equipment like my running leg means that they can do something that they might not have been able to do. And so I think for people like me that were in the sport or in a sport before, it's huge to be able to get back to doing something you could do before you lost a limb or had some other accident. And for people who have never even considered such a thing, it opens up a whole new doors, just like it would for a person that hasn't suffered an injury, or many people are born with or have had cancer that are supported by CAF. It's not just that they give you equipment, but that they're there to support you and bring you together. It's a wonderful community of people, and it's certainly made a big difference for me, and I've really enjoyed watching it make a difference for other people, and it's been my pleasure to also raise money because there's always need. It doesn't stop.
Karen, CAF is a second chance. It's a new beginning.
Yes. For me, definitely felt like that, and I think for many people it is. As I was going through sort of the trauma of my accident, I didn't know if I would be able to do anything, and then it was like, well, maybe you can swim and maybe you can bike, and I'm like, okay, I'm not giving up on anything.
Well, before we get into that, what is your backstory? Because sport has been a huge part of your life.
Yeah, it's been a part of my life, which has been kind of wonderful because I've had, a family and a wonderful career as well. But I sort of stumbled into, I swam as a youngster, unusual maybe. I benefited from having that opportunity prior to Title IX providing it, which is wonderful to see women coming up through that now. After I had my two sons, I was feeling like I really needed to do something, and it was fun to, push the strollers and ride a bike with them on the back. And I was swimming and running a bit at the beginning of the ride. I'd run a couple marathons, and there was a triathlon in my neighborhood. I literally got up in the morning and just rode my bike to the start. And talk about being green, but I had a really good time, and it turned out I was a better triathlete than a runner, so I
Karen,
stuck with it.
You stuck with it, and 26 Ironman triathlons later, 12 of those at the Ironman World Championship.
Yeah.
What brings you back to Ironman Arizona? Because this is not your first time here.
No, actually I did it a couple of times in the fall and had a very positive experience, and thought it would be a good race last year to try to accomplish a Ironman distance triathlon now as an amputee, and I made it to mile 20. It turns out I'm learning that you have to take very good care of your stump, and I was having trouble with a poorly fitting socket and a perineal nerve, and the pain just got to the point where I had to drop out at about 20 miles. I couldn't even walk. And since then, because CAF, in addition to giving me the running foot, helped me get a new socket. I now have a socket that fits, but in the meantime, you beat your stump up. So I'm back again, hoping I can make the whole 26-mile run before the 17-hour mark.
We should be clear that you've completed 26 Ironmans before 2006,
Yes.
before your accident.
Yes.
So to
Yes.
complete an Ironman with your prosthetic would be a big deal to you.
Yes, I just want to finish. It would be a very big deal. I've been here, and I also tried Utah, and I made it to mile 22, and I just ran out of time there.
What would it mean to you to cross that finish line in Arizona on Sunday?
I can't even imagine. I'm trying to imagine that it'll happen. I also know it's still a bit of a long shot. I have a ways to go before I show up at one of these things trained the way I want to be.
But you're here.
I'm here. I'm very excited to be here, and we'll see what happens.
Congratulations for making the journey again, this time at Ironman Arizona, Karen.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.